It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Now this will make it into the end zone. Officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Check 3. Single. Wide, get wide.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Eluding the pressure right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Walton looking for Ayuk, and he's got him.
Walton's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on third down. Walton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down, Walton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Walton. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
1 yard.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, He had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Johnson. Touchdown, 49ers. Ty Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st down, 49ers.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
To throw on 2nd down. Walton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
A gain of
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Looking to throw. Walton. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Walton to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 6.
Play action. Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen for Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
In your face.
To throw again is Wilson. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll bring him back within 4. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing on 1st down, Walton. eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Walton escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Walton, and that is incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
Incomplete. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll run it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on second down. Walton completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Back to throw. Walton. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
And we kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Johnson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Johnson.
Complete to Ty Johnson.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Niners
with his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st and 10, Walton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted.
This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now in Seattle, Washington. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Derrick Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon.
Ty Johnson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Walton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Walton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down now, Vick, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Seahawks.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give him the advantage.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The tackle made. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Johnson running left. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.